We are live. Fantastic. All right, James.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right. The audio is starting, or not the audio, the recording is starting now. So in 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everyone? We are back once again. This is the Break Room with a very, very special guest. Today we have certified NFL/football guru, / all sports guru, former Marshall University and Shepard University quarterback, championship coach, all-around great guy, Rick Marshall.
What's up?
Rick is not Dr. Rick Marshall from Land of the Lost, so I just wanted to clarify that before we started. Sorry, James.
I did stay at Holiday Inn last night, though.
Ooh, touche. Like Frank said, welcome back. This is the Break Room. I'm James. He's Frank. And our very first special guest.
Very special
I'm
guest.
honored.
Exciting episode.
You're going to have to start paying me for this. Can't get no more free, Frank.
We're going to have to remove that hashtag not and bring in a hashtag sponsor.
Yes, sponsors everywhere, please.
Yes.
No, but moving right along with things, as we like to get into things here at the Break Room, we're going to start off with a little NFL preview today. Teams have opened up camp, and it is an exciting time to be a football fan.
Best time of the year.
Or at least that's what Rick thinks. Big football guy over here.
Absolutely.
Really, we're just going to be looking at some favorites, some sleepers, some hot storylines going into the year. What do you want to start off with, Rick?
Well, yeah, my favorite team started camp today, so you gotta put the love out there for the Steelers.
Oh, so you and James are old Steelheads or whatever the fan group is over there.
You know, there's a shared love when you have all those Super Bowl rings.
Whatever. I wouldn't know.
I would high five Rick, but that wouldn't be enough of fingers for all the rings. So.
Oh, that's a good one. I wouldn't know. You know, I do know about the only undefeated season, though. I do know about that.
Well, you know, back when everybody wore, leather hats, I can understand that.
Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. You're not allowed in South Beach at all.
Oh, you have to love the Zonka, though. The Zonk was the man.
Don Shula, Bob Greasy. Yeah. People act like I'm not a real fan. I'm a real fan. But
going to West Virginia, how does that become a real fan?
Well, because my parents moved here from Orlando, and they let me watch Ace Ventura too much as a kid.
Well,
and Dan Marino was in it, and I thought that was awesome.
Just remember, laces out.
Yeah, laces out. Dan.
It'll haunt you.
But going into the season, I'm looking at a couple teams as favorites right now, and I'm looking at the Packers and the Ravens. Why, you ask? The Packers are returning Jordy Nelson, who's arguably one of the best receivers in football. And not only that, but you always have the perennial MVP candidate Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Mm-hmm. Eddie Lacy has lost weight. He doesn't look like the human Michelin man anymore.
About time he needed to lose weight. He needs to get back to his Alabama playing weight, make him a little bit quicker, give him a little bit extra burst coming out of the hole.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's something that Green Bay has been missing for quite a while. I think their last Super Bowl, what was his name? Jones? Was there a Jones that was a running back for Green Bay?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Yeah. So to have him re-energized more or less than just weighing less will be exciting. And that defense is only getting better. So.
Well, with the players that they have, there's no reason they shouldn't definitely run their division again. I mean, we all know Dallas is going to start off hot and lose like 8 in a row.
Yeah, they're going to go 8-8. But that line this year, now they have Ezekiel Elliott, who I have on my players to watch, could be potentially Rookie of the Year for the NFC. But that line, I think,
that's assuming he gets through the investigation that the NFL just launched this week.
Oh, how ironic is it that after he ends up leading the league in jersey sales? No, I'm just not.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorist.
No, like there's pictures, there's bruises. That does not look good.
No, it does not. It does not. You would think they would learn that.
Ray Rice 2.0.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're just going in the wrong direction.
All right, we're stopping there.
Yep. Back to on the field issues.
On the field issues? Well, I'll tell you.
Well, maybe not issues, but
I'll tell you a team that's fixed their on the field issues. The Oakland Raiders.
What a great draft those guys had. I mean, defensively, offensively, they are definitely setting themselves up for a run not only next year, but for the next few years. As long as they keep everybody signed under contract, they're going to be the real deal. The old fear the Raider Nation is gonna
The
come
black
to
hole.
fruition.
The
Oh,
black hole. Well, they just signed an absolute animal in Bruce Irvin.
oh.
They drafted Carl Joseph, 2 W boys knocking heads in the defensive half. Derek Carr, arguably the best quarterback to come out of that draft. A lot of people overlooked him. And then he ends up leading the team, potentially a playoff team. I have them going down as winning the division this year in the West. I think the Chargers take a step back this year. But
I agree with that one. Question is, can they still, even though Denver lost and is looking for a new quarterback, the rest of those pieces are still there. When you bring back Von Miller, he's
best
the
defensive player in the league.
Yeah, he's the best in the game right now where he's at, and he's going to create havoc on other quarterbacks. The offense, and football's easy. You hear people say, football's real simple. It's about blocking and tackling. But the reality is 95%, including those who win the Super Bowl, whoever rushes for the most yards, whoever plays the best defense and controls the clock is going to win 95% of the time.
That's football, baby.
That's football.
That's coming from a championship coach right here. That's a championship winning coach right there. Not only that, but he's rocking a backwards hat today. He just started doing that before the show. I told him he looks like an offensive line coach.
Well, I'm trying to go for the Ron Crook impersonation.
Ron Crook,
yes.
Parkersburg guy, W.
Yes. Throw some love out there to him.
I mean, the other team in that division, though, you got to look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Alex Smith,
Did a great job last year.
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
But you got to think about, what is it, Andy Reid?
Yeah. I think he's
a guru. They always say Andy Reid is notorious for taking at least one shot downfield a game. That's what they always said.
Well, and there's a lot to be said for that. I mean, you get defenses, especially if you're running the football and come up, play action.
Or one shot per quarter.
One shot, and I'm okay with that. That loosens up the defensive secondary. That gives you more lanes to run through, and especially with the running backs they have. There's no reason they can't do that. I mean, they were 4 deep last year at running back. I mean, injury after injury, and they kept producing.
Next man up.
So you got to love their offensive line they have out there.
Yeah, absolutely. They were hot early last season too. So if they could try to replicate that going into this season, I mean, they faltered near the end, but
yeah, I think that's when injuries finally caught up with them, and so playing on the road, I don't think helped them very much either.
Well, how do you think the Patriots? I don't want to move things, but we were talking about quarterbacks. But how do you think the Patriots are going to do in these first 4 games now that TB12 can't play, and that crook Roger Goodell? Deflategate, whatever you want to call it.
Bottom line is they're still the Patriots.
It's all about Coach Belichick.
Belly is the best NFL coach in the game.
Bar none.
And people can argue it. You hate him, you love him. He is probably the most obnoxious individual as a coach that you talk to.
And we're on to Cleveland. And we're on to Baltimore.
But he coaches.
He's the Greg Popovich of football.
Oh. And the thing about it is the guys love to go play for him. I mean, he gets guys to go there without giving them big contracts. Guys that everybody else.
They want to win.
They want to win.
You got to think about the year, was it 08, 09, whenever Tom Brady blew his knee out, and Matt Castle, who hadn't started a game since high school, comes in, and then he takes him all the way to the playoffs.
They are coached well, and they do a great job with the draft. I mean, that's where you build winners.
The draft. You build through the draft if you want to build a championship team in the NFL.
We talked about this in a couple episodes before.
Yeah.
Now we're hearing it from the expert.
It comes full circle.
It comes full circle.
I mean, there's always a few exceptions where you pick up that one key free agent, but you're going to build up through the draft along with it.
Did you happen to see, not to change pace so quickly, but did you happen to see the bet between Brandon Marshall and Antonio Brown?
No.
Where they were betting a Porsche and a Lamborghini? No, it was Rolls Royce.
Okay.
And
how about we just get ourselves in there and they give it to us, whoever wins?
Well, no, they said whoever has the most receiving yards that year, they're playing for pinks. So whoever, has the least amount of yards has to give the car to the other guy. I don't think they need to give cars. I think they can just go get one if they want to.
Absolutely. True. And of course, Marshall just might as well give him the car now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Exactly. There's no way Brandon Marshall beats Antonio Brown.
No, not this year.
I mean,
barring
Fitzpatrick's
injury.
Good, but I think Ben Roethlisberger needs, his guy more than.
Come on, they're the Jets. I mean, outside of people making fun of the Browns, who I think have actually had great drafts the last 2 years, there's no worse organization than the NFL.
The Jets? You think the hard-working people, not the snobby, white-collar people for the Giants. Like, these are the tough steel workers. and coal miners, if there are any in New York.
Yeah, but that's not their ownership. That's the problem.
True.
Their ownership's the Goldman Sachs of
Oh,
Goldman Sachs.
really?
of
No
NFL.
doubt. I think they definitely have a problem with hanging on or clinging to stuff. I think Rex Ryan was the head coach of that organization for 2 or 3 extra seasons. I don't think he was a good fit there at all.
I think he's a great fit in Buffalo.
Oh, he's perfect
Grit.
for Buffalo.
Grit.
That's
Grit.
exactly.
Toughness.
Him and his brother. I'm scared that the Dolphins have to play this like twice a year. We already have a hard enough time with Belichick, and then the Jets are just like our biggest rival. Like I'm on the team, and then
No, but you get in defense of your Dolphins, they get to play at New
England
England
with Jimmy
the best
Garoppolo.
time.
Yeah.
Garoppolo.
but they
quarterback.
said
And there's no snow.
I was-
It's going to be. It's going to be. In
I was
Boston.
watching a certain network based out of Bristol this morning, and they were talking about how they could easily win that game, and I was just like, "Come on, guys! Like, you can't even give us one." Like Tannehill and Jarvis Landry, they're there. Lost Lamar Miller, got Arian Foster. The Dolphins could make a run at the wild card.
Okay, now he's just hallucinating.
Dream big, right? Dream big.
But if you guys had to pick one favorite out of each, conference, NFC, AFC, if you had to pick one, looking at the list, James, what do you think? Who's your favorite? Who's your sleeper to be dominant out of the division?
Are we going to go down the line? Or you have to just say 3 right off the bat?
You could just think of whatever. It doesn't have to be like division by division, but who do you think would be a sleeper coming out of the AFC that would be a good team, and sleeper coming out of the NFC that'd be a good team?
Okay. Sleeper for the AFC, I'm going to go with the Texans. They've done a lot this offseason.
Yeah.
Now, and this is, I think, this slim chance that everything clicks together, which it's going to take some time for everything to click. But I think they could win their division. I'm looking at Jacksonville and Tennessee. I'm not really seeing much improvement from them.
I'm picking
And then-
Jacksonville as my sleeper.
Really?
Yeah. They finally have a full team. They have a good draft. They basically have 2 first-round picks this year because last year their defensive end got hurt, like week 1, blew his knee out. And now they have Miles Jack. They drafted Miles Jack, a linebacker who I think is an absolute animal. If they wanted to, he could play both sides of the field, which I don't think they will.
That's assuming that he's fully recovered from the knee surgery, which is why he dropped so far down.
That is true, but you got to think. I mean, these guys are pro players. He's in camp. He's fine. Same with Carl Joseph. He's fine. He's in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you look at another team that
Non-contact, but he's in camp.
It doesn't matter if the pads are not. Football's football. That's actually a lie. If you watch
That's
somebody
very much a
and
lie.
it's 7-on-7, someone could look dominant, and then once they get lit one time, they're done.
There's an old coaching saying everybody's an All-American until they put the pads on.
Wow. Wow.
Separate the men from the boys.
Registered football expert, Dr.
Dr.
Marshall.
just bumped them up.
There we go. I like this.
Who are you guys looking in the NFC? Let's go favorite right now. Is there an outright favorite? Frank, you already vocalized
Packers,
the
yeah,
Packers.
yeah. But sleeper? Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, Mike Evans.
Could be It could be a possibility. I see Carolina making a return or Seattle.
Yeah.
I don't see
NFC.
Seattle doing it. I think they needed Marshawn Lynch to bust some heads too much. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah, but they had the 2 backups did like Kansas City. They played well. Their
Next man up.
Next man up. Their line is good, and they played tough defense. And it's tough to beat Seattle in that stadium.
That's true.
That's a big home field advantage. And Carolina is going to have good defense, even though they lost
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman. But as I told you earlier, I think cornerbacks are overrated in the NFL if your front 7 is as dominant as theirs is. A good dominant front 7 will cover up your weakness in the secondary because they're always on the quarterback. Going back to the AFC, I think Raiders could be a surprise pick.
Yeah, I like the Raiders. I like the Raiders. I
pieces.
like their dominant defense.
And then it's going to come down to not just because I'm a homer from Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's right in the mix this year. This is probably the best shot they've had of making the run to win it all, providing Ben stays healthy and
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell stays healthy and
I
off
don't
the
see
suspension.
Le'Veon Bell having the type of year he's had in the past just because he's having to miss 4 games. But it's nothing new because he's missed games every year. So why do we even talk?
Absolutely.
I think for that Pittsburgh team, it's really going to determine, or what's going to determine their season is how their division rivals do. I mean, you've got a tough Baltimore team this year finally recovering from, I think, that Super Bowl slump.
Right.
And the Bengals have, gradually gotten better. They got out of that playoff funk finally. And, it's going to be tough.
Except when they play Pittsburgh.
Joe Flacco's back off the knee injury. Has 2 really good tight end combos, Dennis Pitta and fantasy. Everyone loved him in fantasy last year because he was cheap. Crockett Gilmore, good tight end.
Guess not related to the Gilmore Girls.
No, I don't think so, but I could do some research.
Okay.
Hey, Gilmore Girls making a comeback. We're skipping right into entertainment before the discussion, but
I just wanted to add on to it. If you look at that division, Baltimore's always plays tough, but Cincinnati and probably most places is going to be the pick.
No. The Red Rifle.
Baltimore's still going to be. They've gotten younger, but they're still the age of that division. And who knows with Cleveland? I keep telling everybody.
I want to see them do well. I want to see them get over the hump.
Maybe.
I mean, it was with that one fighter who I don't know the name because I don't watch fighting, and then it was with the Cavs.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the Indians are playing real good ball.
Finally.
They're buyers at the market.
Yes.
At the trade deadline, and they're probably going to make the playoffs like I predicted, but I'm not a genius.
Legend is on Clifford Franklin.
He's called me that since I was a little kid. I've known Rick for my whole life, and he keeps calling me Clifford Franklin. And that was, I don't even know the actor's name. It could have been like Arsenio Hall. Was it Arsenio Hall?
No, it wasn't Arsenio. I'm trying to remember what his name is.
He looked like Arsenio Hall. It was from The Replacements with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Played in the movie Drumline, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was the director.
He was the director.
He was the director. No one liked him because he wouldn't play the new songs. He kept playing like Earth, Wind, and Fire and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, we need to bring back some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wow.
There we go.
Deep stuff today.
NFL.
Deep content. NFL, Earth, Wind,
Put some
and Fire.
entertainment in there.
Sprinkle it in. Molto bene.
Retro future.
All right, Frank, we got any discussion points going on? Discussion time? Open discussion?
Oh, yeah.
I can't get it out. But.
It's open discussion time for those watching on YouTube and Periscope, but if no one's asking questions, we can really just talk about whatever we want. I mean,
kind of already started.
DNC in Philly, if anybody was watching that.
Where's the Pepto Biscuit?
Oh, right. I thought that when the glass was shattering about the ceiling, like it was about Hillary with the ceiling, this is a Stone Cold Steve Austin that's going to come out.
Okay.
Time for the Stone Cold Stunner right there. That actually probably would have brought some excitement in there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nobody was screaming and yelling, though, like RNC and CLE, though. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Rudy, there was no Rudy Giuliani out there that was like, fear-mongering. So.
Yeah. Well, they are what they are. We'll leave it at that.
Paid puppets.
Rich off of us.
Yeah.
Rich off
That's
of
true.
all of us.
I thought old Joe kind of was about to bust a blood vessel near the end. He was getting into it.
He was.
He was getting into it.
He's a great speaker. He does a good job, even though he looks like Walter from Jeff Dunham. But,
Walter.
Yeah. So, the cranky guy.
Or you can say your sweater vest, right?
Yeah. Or you could say he's one of the Muppets from back in Muppet Show.
I don't like that Jeff Dunham guy.
You like Jeff Dunham?
He's overrated. He can say whatever he wants, and no matter how mean it is or racist it is,
True.
as long as he puts it, I didn't say it, this little character said it. Oh, it's okay.
Jalapeno.
And Midwest America loves it. They can't get enough
Midwest
of it.
America.
The flyover states dig Jeff Dunham. Dollar says it.
Well, that's true, too. Of course, my sons, after I introduced them, they love watching him on YouTube.
Little kids love. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give them that. Little kids and Midwest people love Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, my youngest, Alec, he loves jalapeno on a steak
What
and
was-
his BMW, which is Big Mexican Woman.
What was the
That's what he says.
what is his name? I want to say it was like Akbar or something. It was something real stereotypical.
Ahmed
Ahmed the terrorist. If that's not the most,
Silence. Thank you.
how can he get away with that? Ahmed the terrorist. First off, he's using a name that's very stereotypical, and then the terrorist. Oh, it's okay because it's a puppet.
It started it pre-ISIS.
It was pre-ISIS.
It was
It was
pre-ISIS.
post 9/11.
It was post 9/11, right? Yeah, post 9/11. He was right around that time when he started with that.
He was whenever America was doing. They're doing all right.
They're doing it.
We didn't have to worry about anybody. Yeah. This went from
Well, football to terrorism.
But after this quick discussion, we're going to take a quick 10-second break, and then, we still got a few minutes of discussion time left, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. And then after that, we're going to break down the preseason sports and how important they are. The MLS All-Star game's coming up, which is kind of like preseason for Arsenal Football Club. They're playing our best guys. And then tonight, Entertainment Tonight. We're going to talk about Brittany Spears' new song. James and I are going to give it a listen later on. I think
show the video.
I don't know if we can show the video due to like copyright issues. What do you think, James?
I'm sure you have some listeners out there who would like to see.
Oh, I'm supposed to play a game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to play a game about Adam Sandler movies, and it's all the same character. It's just him acting like a man-child. So if I just say like that,
You type in Adam Sandler and you get 100%, right?
yeah, it's like, oh, what movie was good? Like that for 2.5 hours. Oh, Adam Sandler. And then we obviously have our one last thing that is always looked forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But going back on the open discussion, MLB trade deadline, buyers and sellers, Yankees finally sold Aroldis Chapman. Andrew Miller is still available. I think the Yankees just need to start over and get some good, solid prospects in there. They haven't for a long time. They've always been known. It's not like they don't have deep pockets. They could go make a run at someone in the free agency.
Yeah,
And the thing of it is, they'll still be in contention by the end.
You think so?
Always do. They're the Yankees.
They're the
Tradition.
Yankees.
You have tradition.
They
you
haven't
got
won a
history.
pennant since like '08.
They're always in the thick of it.
Except when Derek Jeter was there holding it back.
Hating
Overrated.
on Jeter. 2
Overrated.
episodes in a row.
I never
Respect,
saw
baby,
Ted,
respect.
I never saw Ted Williams keep himself in the lineup, or Lou Gehrig whenever he was dying. He pulled himself out of the lineup like a gentleman.
He did. He pulled out like a gentleman. Of course, he was really, he was in a bad shape when he pulled himself out like that.
But you see, Ted Williams, you know what he did? He retired after his last home game. Jeter did. He went and played a series in Boston. They
Just a
both
big run.
they're mentioned in the same breath, not because of talent, but they played their last game at Fenway Park.
Great place to watch a ball game.
I've never been. Have you?
Oh, Fenway was great. Fenway was great. I've been to.
I want to go to Fenway and Wrigley.
Wrigley, I have not been to. I've been to Comiskey.
Okay.
I've been to Detroit. Been to both Cleveland, both Cincinnati, Baltimore, Philly, Miami.
Wait, like old Miami or new?
Old Miami.
Okay, so
Colo-
Sun Life Stadium.
Yeah, Colorado, Petco, and San Diego. I've been to
Rick's
the
been all
ballpark
over.
in Arlington.
Rick, you're like Johnny Cash, and I've been everywhere. Man.
I'm doing like Elvis impersonation for that.
Hey.
I did it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Frank loves an impersonation on you.
Oh,
I'm a big like impression guy.
You are.
That's how you get your foot in the SNL door.
No doubt.
Impressions.
Start off on YouTube. What are we doing? Starting off on YouTube.
Start
You
off
throw out a couple Jay-Z words in there.
Oh, it's your boy. Haha. Jay-Z. I cried money. It's the rock.
Nothing wrong with crying money when you got a lot of it.
Yeah, that's true.
No doubt.
Have you seen this? Did you see those pictures? Oh my god. It was like one of the roasts Twitter accounts or whatever, and it was this picture. Oh, that's not good. I think my computer just reset,
We froze.
and we're good. And shoot, there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. This is the weirdest. Why is that? Why am I in Microsoft Excel right
That's what I was wondering. I've never known you to do anything
Huh.
with Excel.
now? Huh.
Yeah.
He might be more of a math genius than I thought he was.
Okay,
I
so the
guess so.
stream's messing up, but I'll just save the video and then post it later.
There we go.
There we go.
What was I talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Money.
live. I should probably.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, there's some money. Oh yeah, the picture of Jay-Z on the roasts. This will be our last discussion point, and then we'll take a break. Sorry. There's this picture on the roast, and it says Jay-Z looks like a preacher slapped oil on his legs and said, "Get up and walk." And the Jay-Z's legs look like they look like toothpicks, and they're like pointed together. It looks funny. You're gonna have to look it up for yourself, everyone watching.
I'm going to have to check that one out.
Jay-Z's legs.
Oh.
And that'll do it for open
All
discussion
right.
time.
Good, good.
Thanks to everyone who's watched so far. We'll be back after a quick 10-second break. And thanks, Rick Marshall, for coming on the show today.
Enjoyed it. Thanks for having
We'll
us.
have to bring him on again. But once we come back after this quick break, we're going to break down the preseason and MLS All-Star game. James is taking the reins on that, big soccer guy over there.
I tried.
Please join us after this break.
Peace. All right, my friends.
Yeah, sorry about holding you over, man.
That's
Thanks
all
for
right.
coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna definitely have to figure out what's going on with the video. I think my computer just reset in the middle of it.
Weird. Hey, good talking.
Hey, good talk. See you guys later.
Yep. See you.
I swear my computer just reset right in the middle of it. That can't be good. I'm sorry I talked so much there. I was reeling.
No. We'll let you guys go.
I mean, I guess I can save the video afterwards because it's not.
I think we're going to need to try to figure something else out with Periscope because I saw a couple times. I was trying to get a hold of you because I saw things.
Okay. I have my back turned all the time.
Yeah, and you were kind of blocking it for me too.
My bad.
Not like a picture of me, but I couldn't see if there was anything in it. See?
What's up, viewers? We got viewers.
We'll turn it
And they left. And they left. All right, James, you're taking the rant. You're opening. You're opening on this one.
All right. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is the musical episode of Break Room.
Welcome back to the break room. If we had a musical episode, do you ever see when TV shows do like musical episodes? And stuff like that? It's hilarious.
It is.
Kind of played out though. It's like they get desperate. Season 4, they're like, "Oh, we're running out of ideas. Let's just make a music episode."
True.
But enough of that.
We're not desperate. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So, soccer preseason going strong for the major European leagues.
Right.
So what they do is during their summer preseasons, we talked about here on the break room before, the tournaments that go on. So you have that to deal with. So you're sending players out on tournaments. Obviously, you got to give them some time off. They've had a long, strenuous season. So they're coming back, July, their season ending early May, middle of May, depending on how far you've gotten into tournaments. Trying to give your players some breathing room, some time, but you're also trying to buy new players. There's just a ton of things going on. And this specifically, Arsenal versus the MLS All-Stars. Arsenal, this team, my team, as Frank would say, like I'm a part of the team.
Gunner for life, James Lebo.
My favorite team. Coming over to the United States of America to play.
Greatest country in the world.
Woo woo.
Yeah. You need Yosemite Sam.
Coming over to play our #1 soccer league All-Star team. People in America, you obviously know what All-Star teams are. People overseas, different countries, all Americans love All-Star games.
We can't get enough of them. We love seeing the best of the best.
I don't know who ever thought of it, but it's been around for quite a while.
We love watching great players play with half effort.
So what we do is halfway through a regular season, we say, unless you're the NFL, then it's at the very end.
Right.
In Hawaii, and then they're trying even less.
That's true. There is minimal effort in that game.
So you're going to pick the best players, not from each team, and the format has changed throughout. We saw this year's MLB, how many Cubs were in there.
We saw the lack of viewers on the MLB one this year, too.
Yeah. So that's where the different formats come in. You have anything from the little games they do, like the Home Run Derby, Skills Challenge
cool.
in NBA.
I like those more than the actual games.
Or the Budweiser shootouts in
Is that what they
NASCAR. Yeah.
Budweiser. The Miller Lite Donut Challenge for NASCAR.
Putting designs in the front.
In the
front
infield.
stretch. Yeah, in the infield.
That'd be hilarious.
Like Ricky Bobby out
It
there.
looks just like Junior.
Like Dale?
Like that. By God, that's the Undertaker's music.
Little inside joke there, but we continued it. It was good. It was good. Dollar, I hope you watched it.
Always is.
Anyway, back to MLS. So, MLS All-Stars. If you watch soccer, then pay attention. You'll probably know some of these players. If you don't,
It's okay.
then time to learn. So, starting goalkeeper for the All-Star team, Andre Blake, a MLS draft sensation, Really, number 1 overall pick by Philly. They moved up and got him 2 years ago.
They got a goalkeeper, number 1 overall, huh?
Yeah, he's that good.
Dang.
Already number 1 for his Jamaican national team. He's doing very good for an upstart Philly this year, who haven't found too much success in the past. So definitely a great pickup by them. And with the MLS, you don't see too much success when it comes to the draft because, like other leagues in the world, you have your transfer windows. You can buy players, outright, whatever contract they're from. It's not like the rest of the American sports where you have to trade or wait until their contracts are over, etc.
Like if other sports worked like soccer did, it'd be football. It'd be like, who's the Yankees? They'd just be like, oh, you're really good. I'm just going to buy you mid-season,
Yeah, exactly. So
I hear that Mike Trout's a good player. Let's get him.
Sorry.
The Yankees are like Real Madrid, though.
No doubt.
100%.
So you probably have, let's see, the Cowboys running wild in the NFL, the Yankees and the Red Sox and the MLB.
The New York Giants, I think, have a lot of money just because they're in New York.
Who do you think NHL would be? That'd probably be more even, honestly.
We just did that. We just did the quiz. We should
know
all of
we
these.
did. We should.
I think, was it Montreal Canadiens?
Yeah.
Where they won
the Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs, yeah.
All the Canadian teams would just run house over this.
Man.
Sorry, Sabres.
Sabre, the Carolina Hurricanes. The Florida Panthers, they were actually a decent team this year. They made the playoffs. They were hockey fans in Miami. Who knew?
The ice never melts down there. So going into defenders. Well, anyway, real quick on the draft. The draft is included, like every American sport team, because you got to bring in the college players. Mostly, you'll have some scrubs from different countries come in, and I say scrubs, but there've been some successful scrubs that have made it in the MLS.
Right.
I'm a scrub. I'm not going to the MLS.
Hey, don't give up. It's never too late.
Thank you. I'm not giving up. But we look at the defenders now.
MLS draft's a joke.
True. Yeah, they should just sign homegrown. Yeah, and half of the decent talent sign homegrown contracts anyway. So they definitely need to sort it out. I think the draft could be a success if they just.
It was good when it was first starting out because they didn't have all these designated players and homegrown players and all these weird contracts that the MLS does.
Mm-hmm. And they're trying to regulate what we just talked about, where the big money or the big market teams are the only ones succeeding. And to some, they are, because, look, we had Columbus versus Portland last year in the final.
Right.
And, that's way different than a New York and an LA in the final. But still, at some point you're going to have to let, there be free reign and let kind of the FIFA regulations take over. How corrupt FIFA is.
We kind of saw it with, like, NYCFC starting out, David Villa, Andre Pirlo. But you're only allowed, like, 3 or 4 designated players, right?
Yeah.
Seattle just signed one from Boca Juniors.
Oh, yeah. Ladero, I
think. Nicolas Videro. What's his name? Ladero. Nicolas Ladero, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, center attacking mid striker guy.
Seattle losing Ziggy Schmidt, too. So.
It was time. 9 seasons there. Seattle's not going to make the playoffs this year. I think it was time to let him go.
Love that guy. Love his scars.
Great coach.
Yeah.
Just, sometimes things run out.
It's a really interesting tweet. Did you know Ziggy Schmidt is the only professional coach that Brad Evans has had?
Oh, yeah, because he coached him at UCLA. In Columbus.
Then Columbus.
Yeah.
Then brought him to Seattle when he took over Seattle. He's never had another coach. That's insane.
That's got to be weird.
Yeah.
You think
That's like T. Duncan Popovich right there.
Yeah, you think you'd get tired of a guy, though.
You would think, yeah.
Did you see that video of Tim Duncan where he's on the bench and he's like...
yeah, you said that to our group message.
Where it's Tim Duncan sitting on the bench in the middle of a game, and he does, like, this gang sign real quick. The
funny thing is he's just spacing off, and the camera's slowly zooming in, and he's
just... Like, what is that?
Like, who triggered that? I don't...
Like, there's somebody across the way just... Yo, TD!
I feel like we always have open discussion. Like, we have a set schedule and a set...
Like, we have a format.
Yeah, we do.
We have a format.
But I mean, I love being sporadic like that. I mean, if you guys don't, then you can go watch that Bristol located company.
That being said, if Bristol wants to give us a call, we'll pick it up. We don't hold grudges here at the break room. ELE.
We love you, Jeter.
Everybody love everybody. Yeah,
Everybody
Jeter,
love
Jimmy Fallon, I'm going back on what I said of Jimmy Fallon. He's funny. I think he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No doubt. Just not your style. Not.
He's not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not for everyone, and I understand that. People have their differences.
That's another thing different here at the break room. We throw our opinions out there. So
If you want to hear the same opinion all the time, go watch a different network.
Exactly.
But if you want to hear what we think, what the common man thinks, come here.
Ding, ding, ding.
Who else we got on the MLS All-Star game, James?
I'm
Which
still
is
on
what
defense, so I'm
which
gonna
is
have
what
to
we
hurry this up.
started with. Yeah, just run through a couple guys. I don't even know what time.
So yeah, we're sitting all right. We got one more talk, entertainment, then game.
Yeah, I'm excited about this entertainment thing. Brittany Spears' new song. That's coming up soon, though.
Yeah, this will be interesting. So we got U.S. international Steve Birnbaum scored 2 on his debut, if you remember.
Yes.
The rookie, another Philly, Keegan Rosenberry, kind of a surprise pick for some, but he has had an outstanding season.
Anyone that's ever, what did you say? Real Salt Lake, is that what you said?
Philly.
Philly, okay,
Keegan
never mind.
Rosenberry, yeah. Going into midfielders, you got the Dreads for days. Kyle Beckerman.
Why is he on the team? Why is he on any team ever?
Kyle Beckerman?
Is he just a leader of men?
He is a huge leader. He's been through the thick and the thin with Real. But with any All-Star game, you've got some of these players that
Are just
are
there.
kind of shoe-ins.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at the thing: Giovanni Dos Santos, Jermaine Jones, Kaká, Sasha Klishtan, Will Trapp, Andre Pirlo, Darlington Nagbe. All the midfielders are all the guys you think would be. There it is. There's no one on there that you think had a really good season so far in the MLS. It's surprising, and that's on the team. It's all the popular guys.
They go more for big names when it comes to fillers. But, I mean, you had some of the big names on there. Jermaine Jones is having an upstart season in Colorado, so good for him. You know, Will Trapp was honestly a surprise to me. The Columbus team has been very underperforming, excuse me. And somebody like Pirlo, he hasn't had the greatest of seasons. You know, New York has kind of been a roller coaster
It's
this year.
the name.
Exactly. And
Dos Santos is good, though.
Yes. Yeah.
I wore his jersey week 1 of the show.
You did. Before he was even playing in the MLS.
That was back whenever he was getting Mexican call-ups.
Yeah, no doubt. Hope he gets that soon. Especially the
I like him. His
Yeah.
brother might be better, though, Jonathan.
True. I don't have a clue where he's playing anymore.
Real Betis, maybe?
Hmm.
Whatever. Anyways, back to the forwards. Who do we got, James?
Yeah. And if you guessed big names, then you were
You
correct.
got him.
Didier Drogba, Clint Dempsey, who has been out because of the Copa.
Yeah.
I don't understand stat-wise why he would. I mean,
Same with Beckerman
exactly.
and Jermaine Jones. Anyone who's played Team USA probably shouldn't be on this because they missed like 3 weeks.
And the big one here, Wondolowski.
I love Wando, but he shouldn't be on there.
It's in San Jose, so that's you got to have somebody.
Oh, okay. That's like the home run derby always putting a hometown guy in there, no matter
Will
like.
Myers this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd Frazier last year.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
True. Gives the home crowd something to cheer
Yeah, it's a
about.
more human element to it.
David Villa and Kyle Laren, Orlando City star, another star subject of the draft.
I actually like that guy though.
So, and Giovinco, the reigning MLS MVP. But
Monster.
we go to the Arsenal lineup, and
Who are they playing this week?
Here's where we talk about preseasons and what our approach would be to a preseason. Do you bring your full squad? Do you kind of bring a weaker squad? Do you bring youngsters from the academy? So, and here's an example. So Arsenal, they've got their top 3 goalkeepers. So Petr Cech.
They're bringing all 3.
They're bringing all 3.
That's a waste.
Wojciech Szczesny going back out on loan to Roma. So
Oh,
that's why
seriously?
He's not here. Yeah, I like that. I mean, he's not going to beat out Czech, and I think his team is better. But
Well, once Czech's, if he gets bought or his contract runs out, I want to see Szczesny back because I like that guy.
Yeah. I definitely think he's one for the future, and I think the backup, like Ospina is, he'll eventually want to go and get way more time.
First team action.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Norwich is doing right now, but we'll talk about it later.
And the defenders is the defense for Arsenal is something that's interesting. 2 center backs on the roster.
That's it. That's all they're bringing.
Yeah, they have Hermodo Sacker, who's out for 5 months.
So they can't
with
even
knee
play
injury.
him.
Yep. They have Gabriel Paulista out with tonsillitis,
Ooh, that's gross.
so he stayed home. And
He
then
stayed home.
Laurent Koscielny just came back from that sad defeat that France had in the Euros.
Played great, though.
So he's kind of on vacation. Same thing with Alexis Sanchez. Same thing with Aaron Ramsey. Same thing with Olivier Giroud. So a big bulk of this squad is missing. But you have to give them that break. And we'll skip over the midfielders real quick because Arsenal is known for their midfield, known for their possession. So they're always going to bring heat when it comes to that. Or that.
Anyone
spot
who
in the
you
field.
think is on there for Arsenal, Wilshere, Zaha, all those guys, they're on there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You got the younger generation coming up. Jeff Rene Adelaide just promoted to the senior squad, actually, so good for him. And the lone American on the Arsenal squad, Gideon Zalelum, getting a call up. I think he'll get some good playing time against the MLS. Played for Rangers in the Scottish Premier League last year. Killed it over there.
So you think he's potentially U.S. national team worthy?
I think he is. He was
That'd be
part
nice.
of the squad.
Did you say striker?
Attacking midfielder.
Okay. Well, we need somebody to take over once Dempsey's gone.
Yeah, no doubt.
To take over attacking midfield.
And he was right there with Will Trapp, with Jordan Morris in that Olympic squad that unsuccessfully
Did not
tried
qualify.
for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, who would even want to go over to Rio?
yeah, at this point.
They say that's safer. The government said it's safer.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I'd hate to say wait and see because,
I'm not even pumped up for the Olympics.
Exactly. Like, I want to be
But I'm scared
with
for the
American
athletes.
pride. Exactly.
A lot of the
There's
good ones aren't going to be there.
So much, not turmoil, but
Anderson Varejao said he's hurt and can't
that
play.
sour note. Speaking of Anderson
Did you see
Varejao,
where he's not going to accept the ring?
That's insane.
I'm so upset!
That's insane.
My favorite player of all time growing up, all those years in Cleveland, get beat by them in the finals. No, I don't want the ring. Shut up! Forget loyalty.
I think that's good for him, honestly.
Take the ring.
That took a lot of heart and a lot of thought. That looks good for the fans of Golden State, honestly.
Yeah, but okay, he probably has a 1 year deal. He has 1 year left. Where's he gonna go after that?
True.
Warriors don't need him. Have you seen the roster? They just got David West and Kevin Durant. I think they're okay.
Hey, they're going to need a big man off the bench.
Cleveland just signed Chris Anderson, Birdman. I would much rather have Anderson Varejao than Birdman.
Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate Birdman.
Can he do anything other than...
He has more rings than Varejao.
What? Does he really?
Yeah, he was part of the Heat
Oh,
squad.
but he was with the Miami Heat. Yeah, I get
won
him.
two.
I get him and Mike Miller confused.
Oh, yeah.
White guy, a lot of tattoos. It's understandable.
True.
It's not.
I think Mike kind of decided to stop below the jersey.
Yeah, he
He
was
just let
like, because he's on TV sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
so he had to keep it off of the neck area. Yeah. Anyways, if I was doing a preseason, soccer specifically, if I was running a preseason, and I had a top tier Premier League side that was coming over to the United States to play the best from the MLS, I would bring a mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably have, how many subs do they allow?
Oh, unlimited.
So you could bring
You're probably looking at
18 guys.
18, 21-man roster.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fine. I would probably start around 4 actual first teamers. Okay, then I'm going to start, I don't know, 5 reserve guys.
Mhm.
We'll play cup games and stuff like that. And then I'll start a couple young prospects, a couple youth guys. Or
Yeah.
is they? I mean, I know the trialists.
Mhm.
like guys that could potentially actually make a reserve side or whatever that come in on trial. Maybe let them get some game action.
Yeah.
Bring them on as a sub or something.
With the bigger sides, you don't see that as often with trialists coming in and joining preseasons. But definitely with championship sides and even smaller Premier League teams, you definitely see that. I remember in the past, Arsenal has had successful trialists join them in the preseason. And actually one that ended up being successful, but they lost out, story time for you, Yaya Toure was a trialist at Arsenal because his brother Kolo Toure was on the team. So Yaya came over, did a preseason with them, but they weren't able to work out the kinks of the contract, and he ended up joining a smaller club, I believe, in Turkey, and then the rest is history. He made his way to Barcelona, Man City.
Nice.
Big player now for Ivory Coast, yeah.
But we could talk about that all day.
Yeah. But real quickly, we got to go into entertainment right after this.
Yeah, real
short
quickly.
break,
Real short break.
I'm going to say my prediction, I'll be sporting the Arsenal jersey. I love them to death, but I think they're going down.
I'm saying high scoring with all the studs, 3-2 Arsenal. I know United States beat Chelsea last year, right?
Mm-hmm. MLS has a great track record. They beat Bayern Munich. They beat Tottenham.
I mean, United States had nothing to do with it, but MLS, yeah. My bad.
So
3-2 Arsenal.
I think I like 3-2 MLS. Unfortunately, I mean, either way, it's a win. I'm going to enjoy the game, which is very close to the time that we're recording this, but maybe by not the time that you miss. All right.
All right, then.
Time for a break.
Time for a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to watch a Brittany Spears new music video. I think G-Eazy's in it or what. I don't even know what the song's called. But James and I are going to watch that, and you're going to watch us watch that. So that's fun.
Yep.
And then we're going to go right into game time, play a quick game, and then do a one last thing real quick. Get out of your hair.
See you after the break.
We went on for a long time. I just now realized that.
We did.
Yeah, it says we're at 47 on mine.
Yeah, we just hit 47 on this one.
Okay, so we'll just watch the video and then
Talk about it for
say
maybe
2
like
seconds.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go right into the game.
Well, see, the thing is, this is I can't find a music video for it. It's just the audio.
Well, that's fine. We can just listen to it.
So it says 3:52.
We'll listen to we'll just
First minute.
Yeah, we'll just okay, I'm out.
Because like 4 or 5 minutes of that, and then we're right into this end.
And we'll listen to it for like a minute or so, and then be like, oh, what the heck is this? And then we'll. Okay. We're figuring it out. We're doing pretty good today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went like 25 minutes on the first one.
Honestly, I had no idea because we just kept talking about random stuff.
Yeah, but it was good.
I can't believe my computer reset. That sucks.
That's weird.
And we are back. Thanks again for staying tuned with us here at the Break Room. Quick thank you and shout out to WPKM 96.3 and Beet, Jeremy Harrison, everyone involved. Forgot to plug them earlier in the show, but we won't forget now.
Always got to show some love. We wouldn't be where we are today without them.
Yes, and now it is on to our Entertainment Tonight portion where James and I are going to listen to this new track. What's it called? Make Me by Brittany Spears featuring G-Eazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, unfortunately, I cannot find, or there isn't an official music video since the song came out a week ago. So we're going to listen to it. We just said Make Me by Brittany Spears featuring G-Eazy. So look it up yourselves. Periscope, YouTube, you're going to see our reaction. We're going to talk about it during the song.
Yeah, but you can listen to it on like your phone.
Yeah. So this
and
time,
match it up.
We're not going to play it through the speakers. We're going to keep the mics on, hear it through headphones.
Right. All right.
And we'll see how it goes.
I am not excited for this at all.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Britney Spears fan.
Can they hear us as it's playing? Can we talk as it's playing?
Yes.
Okay. Well then.
All right. Ready?
Hit it.
All right. Already an interesting stuff.
That's not.
I feel like they've definitely had to put some technology on her voice to keep it that
Yeah.
hit me, baby. There's no way she has that twang still from the 90s.
Is she Southern? Was she Southern? Is
I
she
don't
from
know.
Memphis?
She did shave her head, so.
Oh, 07, Brittany?
Mm.
Wonder if you can after it goes through the chorus, see if you can skip to G-Eazy's verse, because I'm pretty sure that's just straight garbage. Someone flipped on a garbage disposal.
Okay, so we got the chorus.
That's such a stereotypical summertime chorus beat. Sorority girls are gonna dig this track.
Oh, I'm blowing up the speakers right now. I gotta control the volume.
No one's gonna be able to hear this because it'll just be blasting too loud.
There we go. So I gotta turn it up on this part.
Oh, that sounds nice. All right, skip to G-Eazy's verse.
I would if I knew where it was.
And just click.
I'll give it one more chorus.
Yeah, that's true. He'll probably come in third. What if he's just not even in it? Featuring G-Eazy. He's in at the end. He's like, yeah.
That's like Rihanna featuring Jay-Z for Umbrella. Like he was just at the beginning, and then that was Rihanna's song.
Oh.
Yeah. Girls Gone Bad. Take 3. Ho. That was it.
Oh. Good girl's going bad. Jay-Z.
All right, I smell Jeezy coming up.
All right, after this chorus, if it's not here, I'm gonna be bummed because I don't think this is gonna be on repeat for me, man. I don't think I'm gonna continue to listen to this song. It sucks that everyone else can't hear it though, because we just look like bumbling idiots.
I mean, I already like it. I really don't like after 2004 Britney.
I didn't even know she was still around.
I
thought she was done with music.
Oh, yeah, I thought she was too. I don't like Toxic. Oh.
Oh. All right, I'm done. Cut it mid-verse, because G-Eazy is...
I mean, I think it makes the song better. We'll let Brittany come back in and then we'll...
I mean, it'll be over. Let's just listen to the rest of the song.
True. Yeah, we got 40 seconds.
Wait till Sony or Atlantic Records or whoever... That is fake! That is so fake!
I mean, really, what is it nowadays?
Oh my gosh! That's the fakest voice I've ever heard in my life. Other than T-Pain.
Oh.
That's so fake! I didn't even know Brittany made music. Alright. Well, what do you think about it, James?
I don't think it was as bad as I thought it would be.
It's definitely not as bad.
My first impressions of Brittany and G-Eazy.
Yeah. I'm just thinking hot garbage whenever but yeah.
But
it wasn't that bad.
No.
It's definitely not on, I'm not going to want to listen to it again.
Yeah. Now, I wonder, does this mean that she's, making a comeback?
Oh, yeah.
Is this going to be an album, or is this just going to be a single?
If she's smart, she's just releasing singles.
You would think.
Ain't no money in albums anymore.
Does she do shows? Was she, in
Does
Vegas
she do
or anything?
movies? All artists make their money off of tours.
Yeah.
And
So I could see Brittany being the one, and cranking it out until she's, Madonna's age.
yeah.
Trying to do,
And Las
live
Vegas
shows in
with
Vegas.
those magicians that have tigers rip their faces off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Siegfried Roy.
Hashtag not sponsored. Don't know why that would be an ad for them. Watch us get our face ripped off.
Do you like magic?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. All right.
Game.
Game time. Today I am playing something Adam Sandler movies. I think they're all the same, so that's why I'm going to test my knowledge to see if I can actually differentiate between what movie this man-child was in
Yes.
That being said,
yes.
I think he's hilarious, but it's just all the same role to me.
Yeah. Love him on SNL.
Yeah.
Love him on SNL.
Whenever he did the Cajun guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then he had the song about the cook,
Lunch
Ladyland.
Lunch Ladyland. Yep.
Chris
Slap
Farley
it,
dancing.
Joe. Slap it, Joe. Yeah.
That was a good one.
We got a comment. Oh, can you catch it? Yeah.
I missed it.
Hey, there it is again.
I don't know what that means. All right, whatever.
All right. So, I will start the timer.
All right.
We got 6 minutes.
SNL, that's right.
6 minutes. We're going to do... We have 39.
39. Okay.
Adam
How
Sandler
long?
movies.
We're sitting at 55 right now. We've been doing this for 55.
So, it may not go 6 minutes. You may just, you might give up, or...
Okay.
Because some of these movies I'm not going to go.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So, I'll start the timer and go. The character is Shecky Moskowitz.
Wait, are these Adams characters or just characters in Adam Sandler's movie?
These are Adam's characters.
Is that Little Nicky?
No.
Okay, say it again. What's his name?
Shecky Moskowitz.
Shecky Moskowitz.
I'm going by year, so this is 1989.
I didn't know he was around then. Skip.
Yeah. Dink the Clown.
Okay, skip that one.
Carmine. This was... I actually knew
Okay.
this movie, but I didn't actually know he was in it.
Okay, skip that one.
Okay, this is going to be... Billy.
Billy Madison.
Yes. It's going to be hard to do.
Yes!
Happy.
Happy Gilmore!
All right. Robbie. He's a singer.
Oh, Wedding Singer.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Boucher Jr.
Waterboy.
Ding. Sonny Koufax.
Sonny Koufax. Oh, that's Big Daddy.
Yes. Ding. I just did.
Little Nicky. Okay.
Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Yep. He was 3 characters here: Davy, Whitey, and Eleanor.
Oh, that's 8 Crazy Nights.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. Dave Busnick.
Okay, I don't know that
Anger Management.
one.
Henry Roth.
Oh, 50 First Dates?
Ding, 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 ding. John Klasky.
Is that another romantic comedy era, Sandler? Is that a romantic comedy?
I don't think so.
All right, whatever. Skip it.
Spanglish.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Paul Crew.
Longest Yard.
Ding, ding. Michael Newman.
Oh, Click.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Chuck Levine.
Chuck Levine.
This was a controversial movie at the time.
For what reason?
Has what's his name? Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Chuck Levine with Paul Blart, with Kevin James.
Kevin James. Yes, thank you.
He's in a movie. Oh, with the Chuck and Larry.
Yes, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
I'm an idiot. His name was Chuck. That's the only movie he's ever named been Chuck. I'm an idiot.
This one, Zohan Devere.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
Yes, Skeeter Bronson. This one probably lesser known for our age, but I know of it.
Is it for younger people or older people?
Younger people.
Skeeter. Is it? Oh, I don't even know. What is it?
Bedtime stories.
Oh, see, I never watched that.
Yeah. George Simmons.
Funny People.
Yes, ding ding.
That's an underrated movie.
Lenny Fetter.
Lenny Fader. Grown Ups.
Thank you. See, you're going so far. You're just correcting me.
Yeah, but then I've missed like 30. So.
No, you're doing great. Danny.
Danny.
That's all.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I just watched this. Danny. Danny. This makes me so upset because, like, I just watched this.
Just go with it.
Oh!
Donald the Monkey.
I didn't even know he was in a movie with a monkey.
The Zookeeper.
Didn't even know he was in that.
Maybe it's not.
That was Kevin James.
Donnie.
Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Same premise as Just Go With It. Donnie, I remember because he made 2 movies that were basically the same, I think. Well, actually, most of them.
This one has another SNL star in it.
Which?
That doesn't help at all. I
Yeah,
know, but a newer generation. Just.
Oh, Andy Samberg movie. All
Uh,
right. There's that's my boy.
Yes.
Okay, that's
ding, ding.
not like Just Go With It at all.
The only voice acting he's done, this is for 2 movies, he's Dracula.
Transylvania? What's the Hotel in Transylvania?
Yes, correct. And you've already got Gordon of 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
And Hotel Transylvania too.
I haven't heard of the Jim. That doesn't help at all. That's Blended.
Oh, Blended was the one that was just like Just Go With It.
Oh, really? Yeah, no one knew that. Dawn Truby.
Dawn Treaty. Skip it.
Men, Women, and Children.
Oh, I feel like that was a serious one.
Max Sinkin.
I don't even know.
The Cobbler.
Oh, see, now we're getting to those like the Netflix only movies.
Mm-hmm. Brenner.
Is that like the Wild West one?
This one? Or The Cobbler?
No, the
The Wild West one, I know which one you're talking about. That's coming up.
okay, but I don't know this one.
Brenner is Pixels.
Ah, that movie was trash.
The one with, what's his name from Game of Thrones?
Peter Dinklage.
Yes, yes.
Ding.
Now, this one, the Wild West one. Tommy White Knife Stockburn.
Hateful Eight. No, Magnificent Seven. No,
You're getting close.
Hateful Eight. What is that?
My timer.
How'd I do?
You did very well. Very well. The early ones.
What was the cowboy movie called again?
The Ridiculous Six.
Ridiculous Six.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well,
You did really well. Some of the ones that we skipped earlier. Bulletproof.
never saw it.
Mixed Nuts.
Never saw it.
Airheads.
Never saw it.
Shakes the Clown.
Jeez.
Going Overboard.
Those are fake. Those aren't real movies. All right.
All right.
Well, going straight into our one last thing, as per tradition. James, what do you got for us today? What's your one last thing?
We've been all over the place. I forgot my one last thing. That's not fun. What was my one last thing? Thank you for taking notes. Hey, all right. My one last thing, confidently spoken. Nick Foles being a crybaby.
I want training.
St. Louis Rams going over, moving to LA, picking up Jared Goff with an number 1 pick.
Great pick.
Little Nicky Foles not appreciating that pickup. Had 11 starts last year for the not-so-spectacular Rams.
Right.
The Rams, obviously with the big move, trying to restart clean slate, I should say, their organization. And Nick Foles does not want to be riding that bench on that clean slate.
Yeah, I think Jared Goff's the way to go in LA.
Exactly. I think Nick Foles would have been a great backup like he was earlier in his career. But, come on, man. Like,
Come on, man. That's Randy Moss.
like you couldn't fight for your spot? Like, really? I don't.
He's like, I went traded, and they said, okay, well, nobody wants to touch you. Okay, well, we're cutting you.
Yeah, so now I think the Chiefs are looking at him as a backup.
I mean, he needs to be a backup.
Yeah, I mean, with what he showed last year, I just don't see it.
I don't see it happening either, James. I'm with you there. My one last thing is a college football player everyone needs to watch out for. He can play receiver. He's a great kick returner, punt returner. He can run the ball. He even threw for a touchdown pass last year. His name is Ryan Switzer. He's from Charleston, West Virginia, and he plays at North Carolina. He's already set the single-season record for punt return touchdowns. He got 7. Look for him to have a spectacular year and be one of the most explosive and dynamic players in college football this year. Ryan Switzer, number 3, University of North Carolina. That's my one last thing. And that's our one last thing from the show today. Thanks again for tuning in on The Break Room Show. Check us out on SoundCloud, The Break Room Show, Twitter and YouTube and everything, The Break Room Show. Thanks again to Rick Marshall, football expert,
Yes.
coming in today. Great guest. Love that guy. And thank you for tuning in.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
Thanks again, WPKM 96.3 The Beat. Have a good one. All right. See you, Periscope. And see you, YouTube.